Hello, Kato. I am Nicholas, and I'll be your counselor today, and maybe the sessions that are to come ahead of us. So I welcome you to this session.
Thank you.
Where I assure you that this is a safe place where you can let loose of yourself, knowing very well that you won't be judged for whatever you say, and whatever you say will remain here. Just like they say, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So today is our Vegas. And by saying that today is our Vegas, whatever you say will remain here. So everything will be confidential, literally. So by it being confidential, you shouldn't get worried that whatever you say will go out or reach to those you might fear knowing about it. No. Rest assured, everything is confidential, except for a few scenarios where I may suspect that there could be a chance of self-harming, or a minor may be involved, harming a minor or any other third party. There I'll have to reach out to the authorities or any other third party for help. Maybe another instance may come in when I'm to share with either colleague in the same profession to seek guidance, since two heads at times are better than one. So in that way, whatever I share with a colleague still won't be able to link back to you. And whatever I share with them still will be confidential. So rest assured, everything is confidential here. Hope you're okay with that.
Yes, it is fine.
So since you're okay with that, I believe we can start our session. And basically, how are you feeling today?
Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate the chance you have given to me. So earlier, you said two heads are better than one. I also accept that. That's the reason why I am here. Since now I feel confident to share with you. So I won't say that I'm good or I'm feeling good. It's all about that I've been feeling so down. It's been so hard going through days. In other words, they have been so difficult, especially at work, because I just see myself empty and very distracted at the place of work. Basically, this is all caused by relationship breakup. Okay, broke up with my partner, and now I feel like everything is in daze, in confusion. My mind is not settled. If I'm to tell you that, I feel like I cannot now make a decision because now my mind cannot give me what could be right according to me. That's what I know. So that breakup is really distracting me, and I am in grief or sorrowful situation.
I really understand what you're going through, and it definitely sounds tough. So my role here is to see that you cope up with this emotional distress and come up on top, so that we can go through this healing process together, and leave behind all this pain. And hope you're really okay and ready for me to take on this role, to see that this whole process moves on smoothly till the end.
Of course, I shall share everything with you so long as time allows us.
We really have a lot of time, so whether the time may not be enough today, at least we can always create more sessions until we see that you're really good to go to stand on your own feet. So, could you please tell me more about your relationship, what really happened or what transpired, and how it's affecting your work?
I understand everyone is getting a relationship in his or her own perspective. But now for this side of mine, I know many people go through this, but I really want to say, to start with, for example, let me say, we were together for 5 years with Bridget. She was my partner, yes. So after, but suddenly she told me that, she doesn't feel the same as now that moment. So I could find it. So it was such unexpected and shocked me. It shook me. Oh, I lost my mind. Okay, people once can say getting crazy. So the mind keeps on, being distorted. No, you cannot settle at work because it has affected me internally and maybe externally, even with people I interact with.
It really sounds like this heartbreak has taken a toll on you, and I understand. And it's normal to feel this pain, the distraction, the emotional distress. It's really normal, and you shouldn't feel bad about going through this grief. And I believe we shall go through this healing process together, because I feel it has really left you lost emotionally. And just could you briefly tell me how this relationship has affected you at work, just like you had earlier mentioned? How has it affected you?
Nicholas, now I cannot focus on my work. I find myself just staring at the computer screen without nothing to think. Okay, if I've made mistakes, so many mistakes, and I think, not even thinking, but I understand that even my bosses have noticed this, and I'm also on a negative side. I think that if this continues, I will definitely lose my job just because of that.
Really, this must really be a very challenging time in your life. And have you noticed any particular thoughts that keep on coming back each time you're at work that are affecting you?
Again, so since the mind is not settled, that's what I do on now. I keep thinking about what did I do wrong. Really, those questions come into my mind. What did I do wrong? What I could have done that would do what? That differently, that would maybe keep the relationship still in existence. So I again keep on replying into the conversation we have just had over and over, So I just keep, so that one just keep in my mind, looping into my head, giving me all those kinds of, let me call it nightmare, because they are not, they seem to be real, but also tormenting the brain. So I get it. Really brings me down. I fail to understand what could be the solution.
Kato, I really understand your pain and how you're feeling, and I know this could be overwhelming and stressing at the same time, that to a point that it's making you lose focus at work. So it's really okay to undergo this grief. It's really okay to undergo this pain. It's really normal. So you shouldn't torture yourself over it. The main thing is accepting, and the first step that you've really taken is coming here, which means you're on the right path of healing. You're on the right path of letting all this pain at the back. So we need to work together and see that we overcome all this through different strategies that we shall come up with. So I don't know if you're are you okay with us coming up with different strategies that we can see, that we can use to see you go through this pain?
I really need it to figure out how to stop feeling the same way all the time. You know, when I keep on thinking of, I think even the white people saw it and say, let me say, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So if it is like that, so when my head keep on having those negative, because it is negatively affecting me, like how I said, the job, everything is becoming turmoil. So I really need it to be at least go out of this circle, this circle of challenges.
So one of the strategies that I would really encourage us to look at would be mindfulness. Have you heard of it?
Not really.
So mindfulness, basically, it's all about looking at the now and leaving all the past, whatever happened in the past, and whatever is yet to happen, we shouldn't look at it. Let us focus on the now. So all these negative thoughts that may be coming into your mind, let us try focusing on the now. So each time you get these negative thoughts, try breathing in. Have you tried that out?
Not really.
So each time you try breathing in and out, it will help you calm down. So
not really. I just let my thoughts take over. So all over, when I let it, okay, my thoughts take over. So over and let me say, by the time I know it, at least an hour has elapsed. I've already taken an hour without realizing that, because
so just like I was saying, each time these negative thoughts pop up, try breathing in and out. Eventually they'll disperse and disappear from your mind.
Really, I'm not used to that, but
so since this is just, it's understandable if you don't know it, because it's something new and it takes time to learn or to grasp. So we shall just take it step by step, and we could try out different other strategies. I don't know, what are your interests? What are you interested in?
Okay, so actually, when I'm outside, at least for football, both sides watching and maybe even playing football, I also enjoy board games. traditionally these ones of our ancestors, the judges. Omweso, yes, like Omweso. So really, I understand maybe it is because when we are growing up, at least that our fathers used to tell us that it is maybe now it is bonds them together because you never know what will happen at home. So it is, I think, maybe it bonds them. Really, there is an interactive kind of discussion there. So I really want to also maybe involve in that.
So just like you said, you're interested in football and these other board games. I believe when you take on these, you will interact with colleagues. So that interaction that you have, that interface, will help take your mind off this relationship. So you should try doing it more often, other than keeping to yourself, keeping indoors. Because each time you keep to yourself or indoors, these thoughts will continue coming up. Then to improve on your work goals or performance, I would believe maybe setting up some realistic goals that you could say, I will take on one at a go while at work. You shouldn't look at completing them to 100% in one go. So if there is a task, you could take them on one at a go. And these other steps, you could take them, because just like they say, Rome wasn't built in one day. This will take time to heal. We shall have different sessions to see that you go on healing one step at a time, until we see that you're good to go. Well, and the most important step that you took was coming here. That's the most important step, and I'm so grateful and happy that you're here. So the rest of the other things, we shall do it slowly by slowly. And these strategies that I talked about, make sure you take them on. Start doing them, the mindfulness, the exercises, the football. Don't let go of them. Just like you will be coming back in the different sessions, we shall be following up to see whether you took on these mindfulness strategies, the exercises, and see how they've helped you. So I hope you'll be taking them on.
So I really want to appreciate, because and maybe now, because right now, at least I think now, since you have talked about it, I feel a little relieved, and I think like if this continues, because I did not, maybe now I couldn't have shared it with anyone, because people nowadays are not trustworthy. So I really appreciate you. I appreciate this service you have offered to me. I feel I'm going to try the strategies we have mentioned and see. I'll try my level best to see what can be the positive result.
Well, that's definitely very good. So it will be more of our homework to follow up on the next sessions to see if you really did this and how they impacted your life, whether they brought in some change. So that all will be seen in our next session that we shall see with time. So it was really great sharing this with you, and I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nicholas.
Thank you too.
May God bless your work.
Bless you too. See you soon.
Thank you.